Thinking about coming back to World of Warcraft, but the second you log in, you feel completely lost. New systems, new talents, new zones, and no idea where to start. Don't worry, you're not behind, and you don't need to catch up on everything. In this video, I'll show you exactly what's changed, what you can ignore, and the fastest way to jump back into WoW and actually have fun again. And if you've heard that the next expansion, Midnight, is on the horizon, including major features like player housing, that's actually great news. You don't need to prepare for it right now. You don't need to pre-grind anything, and you're not late. Coming back now is one of the easiest times to get comfortable again before all of that arrives. This video is for anyone who hasn't played WoW in a while. Maybe you quit during Shadowlands, Battle for Azeroth, or even earlier. Maybe you logged in once, saw a million pop-ups, and logged right back out. Wherever you stopped playing, this guide will get you back on track. Let's start with the big picture. World of Warcraft today is much different from how it used to be. The game is faster, more flexible, and more respectful of your time. Levels have been squished, talents are fully customizable again, and most of the old mandatory grinds are gone. You don't need to log in every day, you don't need to keep up with 10 different systems, and you definitely don't need to play old content from old expansions. The most important thing you understand is this: you only need to focus on the current content, and the activities you enjoy. Everything else is optional. Now let's talk about what you should actually do the moment you log in. First, don't panic. You're going to see pop-ups, quests, and notifications everywhere. Ignore most of them. Your number one priority is to follow the main campaign quest. This is usually marked clearly in your quest log. The campaign will level you, gear you, unlock features, and naturally reintroduce you to how your class works. Next, open your talent tree and reset it, even if you fully don't understand it yet. Just choose a basic build or use a recommended setup. You can always change it later. After that, take a minute to clean up your action bars, remove abilities you don't recognise, and slowly add them back in as you play. Once that's done, you're ready for actual content. Queue for a normal dungeon, do a few world quests, or just keep following the campaign. There is no wrong choice here. This part is important because this is where most returning players get overwhelmed. You can safely ignore old expansion systems, old reputations, outdated currencies, and side content from previous expansions. You don't need to grind old power systems, you don't need to farm old zones, and you don't need to catch up on years of content. World of Warcraft is designed so that returning players can jump straight into the current game. Trust the system, it works. So what should you actually play? If you're a casual player, focus on world quests, open world events and story content. If you're group content, dungeons are the best place to start. Normal and heroic dungeons are forgiving and are a great way to relearn your class. If you're more competitive, Mythic Plus and PvP are there when you're ready. Don't rush into them. And if you've been missing the social side of WoW, look for a casual guild or community. The game is way better when played with people. Let's talk about gear, because this scares a lot of returning players. You don't need to farm old dungeons or raids. The game will naturally gear you as you play through content. Quest rewards, dungeons, world events and vendors are designed to help returning players catch up quickly. If you're playing the game normally, your gear will keep up. Don't stress about your item level early on. the most important advice I can give you. World of Warcraft is at its best when you stop trying to do everything, log in, do what you enjoy, and log out. You don't need to know life this game. You don't need to be perfect. Take it one step at a time, and the game will naturally open up to you. If this video helped you feel more confident about returning to WoW, consider leaving a like and subscribing for more guides like this. And let me know in the comments, when was the last time you played World of Warcraft? I read every comment and I reply. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in Azeroth.